there, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome into the studios.
Well, I was better.
Yeah, I know. You came back. I knew I had to bring it a little more because you called me out yesterday.
Yesterday was like...
Yeah, a little down in the dumps. I flew in the morning, you know. It just wasn't myself.
But you're back.
He's back.
Well, you're back.
A bit of a stretch, right? Back to what is really the question.
Kind of back.
Mario, also with us as well. First one comes from Tinker Taylor Marine, who actually I think sends quite a few questions in. Boys, do you think VAR review requests from managers is a good idea? We did see this in the Under-20 World Cup. They had their little card. They would hold it up. Ale, what do you think? You like it?
It feels very NFL-ish.
Yep. Doesn't necessarily make it bad.
No. I thought that was the reason as to why you had the VAR officials involved to begin with, that they would be the ones that say, hey, this is worthy of. So it feels like raining on a wet surface. It's almost as if, so in you sort of picking up your card and saying, hey, can you go take a look at this play? We're already assuming that they've taken a look at this play. So why would you, raising your card, change the initial assessment? I
guess in that it forces kind of a stoppage of play and the ref to deal with it.
Fair
we don't
enough.
need any more stoppages. We've got enough stoppages.
Yeah, actually, I watched a little bit of the Under-20 World Cup, and they would use it all the time.
Yep.
Because Mario, they're using it at moments when you so if there's a penalty against you late in the game, and you know it's a penalty, you're still going to do the challenge because maybe there's a chance they'll take it back. But, these guys are just basically, hoping for a miracle. Yeah. It's not going to happen. It just slows the game down.
Are you freezing the kicker? Is that what you're doing?
I guess so.
Very NFL-ish.
Ale, why is Slot complaining about United and Amorim's low block and long ball tactics? He did talk about this yesterday. Why is he complaining that other teams are not playing how he thought, just outclassed tactically? Asks James.
Look, if Manchester United decide that this is, and Ruben Amorim decide that this is the best way for them to win the game, that is his job. Mm-hmm. That is his job as a manager to figure out what do we need to do as a team tactically and technically in order to give us ourselves the best opportunity to win the game. If Arne Slot's team, for whatever circumstances, are unable to figure that out, or unable to break through, or unable to create chances, or unable to score goals, that's on them. Has nothing to do with Amorim, has nothing to do with Manchester United. I cannot understand a manager that wants to dictate how his team is going to play and how his opposition is going to play as well. That makes no sense.
I've never quite got that.
What, complaining about what the other team's doing?
No, why would you complain that the other team sits at the top of the box?
Right, they're kind of giving you the
because even if you don't, if you've got 90 minutes against a team that's sat at the top of the box, so even if they do get the ball, they've still got 70 yards to go before they can get a chance to score. So I would love every single team I ever played against to try and sit at the top of the box.
Next question. Can we finally admit that Barcelona is still not at the level where they can go toe-to-toe with the very best of teams, with a squad full of high schoolers from the academy and little to no liberty to spend as much as teams like Madrid, PSG, and Liverpool in the market? This was also directed for you, Ale. You can start us off.
Well, I would say that they went toe-to-toe with this same group of players and with the same tactics last season, and were seconds away from advancing to a Champions League final. However, I think the one thing that the flaw in that argument is the thing that they missed out on those last few seconds was seeing a game out defensively. And that, instead of improving this season, actually seemed to have gotten worse. And so they are trending in the wrong direction. I think there are adjustments that need to be made by Hansi Flick, adjustments that need to be made in terms of how they approach defending up until they clean their possession a whole lot more than they have over the last couple of games, and they actually get closer to the ball in advanced position so that they can actually press and counter-press the ball so that you can hide the vulnerabilities of the high line. If you don't do that, then they cannot go toe-to-toe with anybody. Never mind the top and the best in Europe. Sevilla score goals. Girona score goals and should have scored more. they are in a position right now in which, unless they change dramatically what they're doing and how they press the ball, they're going to be exposed the whole season.
During the show, Mario, we saw the Champions League odds. The odds makers still believe in Barcelona. You think they'll be there at the end of Champions League after they've had to play, in theory, all these good teams that'll really test them?
I mean, look, Ali said it, for them it's now, we're talking about, okay, the way they play and the injuries and everything they have. So if they fix that situation, there will always be a team and a club that is going to be part of the end journey. But how far they will go in making it all the way to the final is going to come down if they can make a team that understands, like what we talked about, the weaknesses of them. And if they understand that, they can go far. Because the talent the team has. They have so many talents in that team. It's almost like any it's like a candy shop. You can grab anything that is great there, but you also can grab anything that has a leak. And if they don't fix the league, they have a problem, and they won't go far then.
The real question is Xhaka getting money from the bookies for using his algorithm? That's the question.
You think they think that's what they've tapped into? The wayward algorithm?
Last one we showed looks like it's Xhaka's algorithm.
Did you see, today for the first time, we saw Mario with a flashing smile, big smile, when he started talking about the candy shop.
There
it
is.
And the hands started going everywhere.
Ali, you know when we off air, you know where I'm going, right?
The candy shop,
my friend.
Sorry to do this to you, Stevie, but more Liverpool questions here.
Okay, aye, magic.
Is Slot being found out now that he has to build a squad? 2 weeks after the Chelsea loss, he's played the exact same team, the exact same way, with the same result. Last year, he was handed a well-oiled squad on a silver platter, and maybe he got lucky.
Yeah, that's the way. You can't say that.
No.
You don't win the Premier League by being lucky. I mean, you don't. And there was nothing lucky about what Liverpool were doing up until they ran out of gas.
That was kind of once they had it in the bag.
So, no, you
They
can't
weren't really
say
sweating the league then.
you can't say that at all. No, absolutely not.
Maybe you'll like this next question. It comes from Stevie's mince dealer.
All right, here we go.
What would a successful first season at Spurs look like for Thomas Frank? Of course, they lost to Villa over the weekend. They're 6th right now, I think, in the table.
Tell you what, I think into Europe, you got to say that's absolutely a success. Considering they finished, 16th last year?
Yep. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, if they finish in the European spots, I think you should consider that a success.
Okay. Not top 4, just any European spot.
No, I think top 4 would be absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, who goes? Nobody's ever gone from 16th and then the following season got in the top 4. So, yeah, I think that's that. If they do that, that's a miracle.
Mario, you think Spurs are capable of that? Forget top 4, just making Europe.
Thomas Frank, he's the way he manages his teams, he always builds them up to become better and takes his time and really mold them to better. So if I look at Spurs, like Stevie said, making it to Europe, it's a big achievement. And top 4, that is why I will not say that straight away, is because there's so much competition. And I don't know if his team is already ready to get that position.
Had they beaten Villa, they would have been 2nd. I mean, it's one of those games you think you might look back on. You're at home, you're winning. If they don't finish top 4, if they don't make Europe, surely.
But the reason they're not 2nd is the reason why they lost the game.
Wow.
But it's also early in the season.
Philosophical now.
Very deep. Very deep.
Come back to me when you figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be a minute. Andas, Mario,
An hour maybe.
what's your assessment of Matthijs de Ligt? Are you seeing signs of him becoming a top defender again?
Oh, boy.
Seriously,
one game.
No, no. That's true what Stevie's saying. It's one game, he played well. The key thing for de Ligt at the moment, even in the national team it is, sometimes it's good to be at a position, at a club, where things are not as easy for you because it will make you better. So if he managed to be part of a journey that Man United started to grow again, then I guarantee you that he will be much better, because there's a lot of responsibility he built up, the focus, because that team didn't look great. So for him to be part of the journey, if he can do well, then he can, a top defender, yes, because that's how he started at Ajax. But we have to see first.
A random observation about Matthijs de Ligt. he cannot take a throw-in without being an illegal throw. It's just it wasn't called. In the first half, he threw the ball in, I think it was 2 or 3 times, and he's jumping while he's throwing the ball. And I'm thinking, it's an illegal throw, not called anymore, and people don't pay attention to this thing. And I'm seeing it, I'm like, he's literally doing a jump shot when he is throwing the ball in. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah, but Ali, they teach in Netherlands?
No, but you know what he also has to learn? Look, De Ligt was never a player that played on the side, like throwing the balls in. He was always in the middle.
Well,
so he's learning for himself.
I could tell.
Hold on a minute.
No.
I don't care where you play. Even the goalie should be able to take a throw in.
Stevie, I get it, but what I'm trying to say, Stevie, I understand what you say. Everybody can throw the ball in. But what I'm saying is that why he's being tested now, De Ligt is playing a position that he's not used to, like right or left. He's more the central guy. So he is now being pulled out of his comfort zone, throwing the ball in. Yeah, I agree with you. Come on, anybody can throw the ball. I agree with you.
You know what he needs?
Our grandma can throw it in.
What, he needs to get some lessons from Kerkers.
I was just say a throwing coach just feels like.
The throwing coach.
Mario, you did mention the candy shop earlier, so we'll finish things up here with a food question. Would you eat Stevie's breakfast that he showed us from yesterday? This was his breakfast ahead of Liverpool and Manchester United. If you don't know what that is, Mario, just give us a second.
I know what it is.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I can see it.
What do you think?
I see, because I lived in England for so long. I will eat the egg, I will eat the potato, the bread. You understand? But the sausage, I don't eat pork, you understand, and beef. So the rest, I'm good.
Okay. Still pretty filling meal, huh?
That was brilliant.
What's the red sauce again?
No, that's beans, isn't it?
Beans.
Oh, that's beans. Okay.
Beans,
Okay.
Big beans.
English style. Beans on toast is
I like
great.
big beans.
Hey,
So good.
I have to give him that credit for that. Beans on toast and with some egg on it, I gotta give him that. Yeah,
I've
I
never
eat that
had
stuff,
the beans on toast. It's a big thing, huh?
Oh, why?
Yeah. Let me give it a shot.
you
Is
should.
it just the baked beans? Just
Bit of sauce, some
butter?
butter on it, wee scraping of butter, and then you fire the beans on top.
All right. All right.
That was a hearty breakfast, Stevie.
Hardy. Surprised it stayed down after the way the game went yesterday. All right, that's it for us here in the ESPN FC studios and this edition of Extra Time. For Mario, Ale, Stevie, I'm Seb. Thanks for watching and join us tomorrow.